Okay, I am live. Hello, YouTube. Twitch, you can wait your own damn turn because I didn't know when I accepted affiliate on Twitch that I was gonna be forced into the commercials. I thought they were optional, and then everybody was just real greedy, and then you find out. Welcome. I'm Chloe. This is WordStitch. We're gonna be doing 2 hours of writing strips. I'm not going to pronounce words correctly. Apparently, we are having one of those days. We are doing word sprints. The good news is that I can type those words properly. I may not always be able to say them, but I can write them. We are also on the 22nd day of Nano. If you are keeping track, I don't know how many words that is, but I'm going to look it up right now. And I'm also going to tell you that I am behind on Nano for the first time in probably 8 years. Life is what it is, right? So I'm doing okay though. Right now we're supposed to be at 36,674. That is a real weird number. I don't know why the numbers are weird now for Nano, but that's okay. Remember when it was just 1667 per day? They changed that. And they don't, it doesn't make sense anymore, but that's okay. So anyways, we're supposed to have 36,674 words today. I actually did some writing already, and so I am at 33,554. And that puts me, did I even write yesterday? I did. I just wrote so little that you can't tell on my chart. Anyways, I'm about 3,100 words behind today. Not intentional. I haven't had the mood to write lately. That's okay. I actually did, so CB, I don't understand because it's always been 1667 per day. And now with the new chart, we get all these real screwball numbers on here. So the 45,000 mark is actually 45,009. And I don't understand. And I can't even believe I'm doing this because I don't need a calculator for this. We all know this. Yeah. It's 66 because I put in too many numbers. Anyways, doesn't matter. What matters is I'm slightly behind. I actually have already done some writing today, though, which is cool because I haven't been able to write lately. And I kind of got my jam back together a few times just for it to fall apart again. And that was the last couple of days. And I told myself a couple of days ago, I was like, you know what? I'm about to get to a sex scene and I fly through those scenes at least. And then I got the scene and I totally sold. I had no idea what I was writing. It was I totally forgot how to write what I write constantly. And then I'm sure because you are writers, and many of you do have jobs outside of writing, that some of you will sympathize with me. I get to work today at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm working until noon, and probably at 5:10 in the morning, I figure out exactly what I needed to do with that scene. And then I just had to hold it in my brain my entire shift at work. And again, I cannot stress enough that it was a sex scene that I just had to hold in my brain. And frequently review so I didn't forget points in it. But I got home and I wrote that scene and we're all good. So yeah, CB, the 1667 is because it's 1666.6 repeating. So there is that 1667 isn't perfect, but it also does not explain why on day 27 you should have 45,009 words. Those milestones of every 3 days, you should have 5,000 words. That should be completely consistent. And then just like one number discrepancy going in between. And instead, they just have these like crazy values attached to it. I don't know. I don't know the explanation for it, except the nano site makes no sense, right? And we just have to accept that and move on. So, anyways, let's go ahead and do our first sprint. What am I doing? Sorry, I've got Forest app up, but like I'm not sharing it with you guys. Let me share that app. There we go. So we are going to start with our usual 10-minute sprint. It is 7 past. I rambled a little bit more than I wanted to there, and that is okay. 10 minutes on the clock. Oh. Well, so they should round up, but again, that rounding up shouldn't be like ticking. It shouldn't add. Right. Like it's like they just randomly dropped at the end. Like, oh, we screwed this up. So let's just drop a random number at it. Anyways, it's just poorly designed like the rest of the website. 7 minutes on the or 10 minutes on the clock. I'll see you guys at 18 past. Okay, that was time. Let me know how y'all did. I did roughly nothing. I was starting a new scene. I had to fix a continuity, a plot hole. I forgot to announce earlier that they had this meeting to go to, and they are now going to this meeting, and I had to add into the past that this meeting was going to happen, or else it wouldn't make any sense. So I fixed that, and I locked my cat out of a room because he was trying to climb up a mattress that was turned on its side, and he is very fat. So that escapade went exactly as well as it would have been if I was trying to climb up the side of a mattress, right? So I had to stop him from that. Also, the bees are back. If you guys watch my show regularly, you know about the bees. We are about to kill them again. Also, if you don't watch my show, or you at least missed the previous bee episodes, when I say bees, I mean wasps. I know that they're called wasps, but also I call every yellow and black thing a bee until it's time for it to die, and then I call it what it actually is. So I have a wasp infestation. We mostly killed it. They came back, and I discovered. I have been told, I have gotten mixed responses to this. I had no idea that a dead wasp could sting you until I kneeled on a corpse of a wasp and stung myself. 3 days ago, it still hurts. Yes, super, super spicy sky raisins. I the funny thing is that like I don't actually hate wasps. I have this really weird relationship with yellow stingy things that they don't sting me. I used to have a hornet's nest growing up. Not like my own personal hornet's nest, but like I had a balcony on my bedroom and there was a hornet's nest on it, and for years we had these hornets and they never stung me. And like I would just like hang out with them. I wasn't crazy. I just had like, at first I was scared and then I was like, okay, we're cool. And then one day I was outside with acetone and they stung me and I was like, okay, this relationship is over now. But yeah. And then like these wasps, none of them have ever stung me except the corpse, and I can't get mad at a corpse, right? Like it was just being dead and I knelt on it. So I was fine until that happened. The whole reason I tell you all of this right now is if I do have a spaz, it's because they are in my room, and now that I am injured from one, I'm scared of them now. This morning I was getting ready for work and like I've got a collared shirt and I felt one like hit the back of my shirt and I kind of felt like it was going up my collar. It probably wasn't. I think it actually like bounced off my shirt and flew away, but like I had to change, like literally take off every piece of clothing and put on an entire new set of work clothes because I was freaking out so bad. So yeah, if I have a spaz, that's what's going on. I am probably completely fine. I just got touched by a wasp, who has absolutely no intention of stinging me because they love me. And yes, way up there. Shadow said you have to remove the entire wasp nest from the wall, or the foragers keep returning to the nest. So we think we know where they are getting in. And as of this moment, I believe Ken is literally outside my bedroom window, caulking that hole and like spraying the crap out of them again. So we're going to try this again, and if it doesn't work, then we'll have to get more aggressive. But hopefully that will be enough. So yeah, that's my wasp drama. And that is part of why I didn't get any work done this time, because that all is happening. I hope you guys got some work done. Shadow, what Coursera course are you taking? I used to be I don't even understand what my job was for them. There are / were, I don't know if they still exist, but there are / were nano courses. Or it was like a writing thing that like there was a nano, it was specific to nano. It was just general like craft of writing, but it was specifically tailored toward nano people. That I was a, what's the correct term on it? I forgot what words are. I was like a moderator for it. So, but that was a few years ago, and I don't know if they're still doing it. Yeah, I was calling to see if anybody said anything else. It's okay. It's okay. We'll have a quiet day. That's totally fine. So, dinosaur biology through the College of Alberta. That's awesome. I would like a full report on that. That is the fun thing with Coursera, is you could take like whatever dumb stuff you want, you want to take with it. Dinosaur biology. I'm in another writing group where somebody writes dinosaur stuff. And it cracks me up because like we always give, little updates of what we're doing. And and most of us are writing like pretty conventional like stuff that like our updates are not all of that spectacular. And then Rosie jumps in and she's got like some drama that's going on with her dinosaurs. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our next sprint. I am going to put 20 minutes on the clock this time. I'm going to move the clock over here so I can see it. Let's get rid of this stupid. I always click the wrong thing. This, I don't know why, but this app just like is more functional to me when it is on the phone than on this emulator. For some reason, I'm just like real dumb with it. It's not on my phone. Anyways, 20 minutes on the clock. It is 26 past, so I'll see you guys at 46 past. Okay, so I was slightly wrong, and the fix to the wall is happening now. So if you guys hear any bumps and banging, it's not me. It's Ken on a ladder outside my window. It's fine. Hopefully, last time we did this, they died immediately. I was shocked at how quickly we had only dead wasps. And of course, now I know to fear dead wasps, but better dead than live, right? So that sprint. I in case you guys did not notice, I did have some distractions. I had to get keys and stuff. So I only got 385 words, but I got 385 words and I hit the nano goal for the day. I don't actually know what I used to be such a data whore with NaNoWriMo. And then I got really good at it, so it didn't matter anymore. Like I didn't have to like track how many I needed per day to get there. And then they changed the website. I'm sorry, that like in my voice was absolutely because of this stupid website. I've written 1464 words per day, and I thought it was telling me that was how many words I needed to write to finish on time. It's like, that's wrong. No, I need 1975 to finish on time. So I need to keep going, and like obviously I want to get more than that, right? So that I don't have to write 1975 on like Thanksgiving. Although Thanksgiving actually won't be that bad. I don't have like massive family Thanksgiving. What is everybody in the US? Of course, I know that several of you joining us are not in the US, so you've either had your Thanksgiving already or you don't do Thanksgiving. But if you are doing Thanksgiving on Thursday, do y'all have big plans? What are you doing? I'm literally spending it with my friend Chris, and it's just the two of us. It was supposed to be him and his fiance, and then his fiance got like guilted into doing stuff with his family. And then like when Chris told me that, I was like, oh, well, don't, like, if you guys want to do Thanksgiving together with Mike's family, do it. Like, don't like cancel your plans because we had already, or like don't not go to that Thanksgiving because we had already said that we were having our little gay Thanksgiving together. And he's like, no, I'd rather die than spend Thanksgiving with that neck of Mike's family. So we're also like, we're both vegetarians, so pescatarians technically. I mentioned oyster stuffing the other day, and he's like, oh, we are having oyster stuffing. Like, okay. But so that's, we're gonna have our own little stupid vegetarian pig out thing. Also like cheese boards and pepper jelly and stuff. I don't know. Also, yes, Devin, you have cat butt right now. Also, he looks all wild. Is he still looking all wild? Yes. He is hunting. He is a big bad hunter right now. Definitely hunting a wasp. Thank you, Ken.
Well, no more skill again.
Awesome. Did you spray, or were you about to spray?
Coughed and I sprayed.
Awesome.
Already done.
Okay. Yay. Okay, y'all heard that. Hopefully we're good. So yeah, he is hunting. Hopefully he won't have much to hunt anymore. Eloise, the app that I am using for the timer, this is actually a little bit complicated. I am using the Forest app, which I believe I usually have a spam, but it's only on Twitch for Forest app. I believe it is just forestapp.com. But Forest app is an app for your phone. So to put it on the computer, I use a emulator. I use a Android emulator called BlueStacks. It might also be iOS, I don't know, but like it emulates the phone, so I can put it on the screen. The nice thing with Forest app is when there's enough people around, I can actually do what's called plant together mode, where we can all work together to grow these trees, and you get this like cute little progress garden out of it, where you can see like what your forest is like. I don't have much of a forest this month. There we go. I do actually have a nice forest from earlier. I'm not going to do the year because it takes a long time to load, but it's a nice little productivity app. But to do plant together mode, you have to pay for it. Unfortunately, it's only like $2, but yeah. Smith is doing the whole 9 yard at her sister's. I am so happy that I don't do stuff like that. Nikki only needs 5,000 more to finish Nano, and that is fantastic. Devin is having a regular Thursday in Canada. And Night Rider is doing Thanksgiving with family on Friday and Friendsgiving with chosen family on Friday. We had ours this past Friday. And that was also very nice, except there was a small child at it, which was weird for this group. But anyways, CB is going to, oof, that's really close to Christmas to be going to the theater. Although I don't know, I'm used to like our family occasionally will do, not like back when we lived up north. I live in Atlanta and they live in Florida. But back when we lived up in the mid-Atlantic, we would go to Broadway occasionally on Christmas or like around that time. And it is insanity around that time. I don't know how it is where you are. And Shadow needs 10K. That's awesome. I need, I don't know, probably about 15K at this point. 16K, 1621. So to that end, let's go ahead and do the next sprint, right? Does it make sense to do a little clip at the end of the book that shows what might come in the next book? I'm assuming that's what might come in the next book. Yes, absolutely. I always figure you're talking about like putting a chapter or a blurb. I finished my book and I'm filling in words and it's annoying. So I'm trying to come up with ways to get more words in my damn book. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you can even like have it as an actual scene where like you have like a little, oh God, what's it called? A little cliffhanger. I've done that a few times. And as long as like the story is completely wrapped up and then you're like, here's the teaser to the next story, it works out pretty well. The Babysitters Club books used to do that. I honestly don't remember a single thing about those books. I read them, but I don't remember them. Smith is not against doing the whole 9 yards. We're pretty extra and have a lot doing this sort of thing. I'm hoping since the main draw anxiety beast is going to be absent, it's probably going to be fine. That is the best. When you have a family gathering and the shitty person in your family isn't going to be there. Yeah. Okay. Let's do our next sprint. Sorry, you know me. I go on these rambles. Forget. So we are going to do another 20. I am going to switch to these little hugging trees because I like the hugging trees. It is 55 past. So I will see you guys at 1/4 after. Okay, time is up. Let me know how you did. I am on the very last scene of this novel. I could potentially do another fluff scene at the end, but I believe this is going to be the very last scene. And I just had like a clever twist that I did not see coming. That I probably will have to do a little bit of editing. But like there's been a shadow character the entire time in this, and it was meant to be like a joke or whatever. Like what he was never going to like turn out to be anything, but now he is somebody. And I did not see this twist coming, and that is nice, right? So yeah, I'm a pretty heavy outliner these days, and this is a story that I wrote before I was a heavy outliner. But it was so the funny thing about this is technically the um the first story that I ever outlined and actually finished. It's just like the reason it's outlined is different. Um, oh, Spence. Oh, whoops, oops, I jumped. Spence, I wrote the fuck scene before I started the show. Anyways, not a joke. Funny, but not a joke. But no, what the hell was I saying? Oh my God, you ruined my train of thought. Oh, so the reason that this was outlined before is because it's a competition, and I had to at least have like the structure of what the competition was going to be, for me to like make sure that I just needed something, right? Like I needed to have some idea of how the competition was going to work, how many actual it's a competition cooking show that's like an entire season. So I had to have some structure already there. And at least like what they were going to be doing in them. So this is technically the first thing I've ever outlined that like hopefully by the end of today it will be finished. And that's neat. I just realized that. Also, so Nikki and Devin were talking before about this issue she's having of not having enough words to. I think you don't have enough words to hit your 50K, right? That's what's going on. You've already finished your story and you're not there yet. But Devin asked if the story took place in a fictional city, state, country, because if the setting was fictional, you could write an article about its founding and history. That would be cool bonus content. And that's what, just so you guys know, if anybody doesn't, because I know that like a lot of my writing circles intermingle, but sometimes things don't get passed along. That's what World Anvil is for. It doesn't work for me because of what I write, at least. The actual like competitions that World Anvil does, they're like the things that they do in sync with Nano. Doesn't work for me. But if you guys are looking for a tool in order to do stuff like this, World Anvil is really good for that. If you write fantasy or anything speculative. Let's see. Shadow wrote 42 words. That's fine. Tam Servo just joined us. Tam Servo, just so you know, I've been binging Riff Tracks lately, which of course is the side project of the Mystery Science Theater guys. And yeah, so like that's this your screen name gave me a happy thought. Tam Servo. I also used to have a cross stitch pattern I made that was of Tom Servo that said "You got servoed." I don't know why I'm like this. I just make really dumb things. And Michaela got 151. And CB copy and pasted 3,147 words. I'm not sure where those words came from, but like that's That's a good number right there. And Net Raider got 461. Shadow endorses World Anvil. I tried World Anvil for July camp. And again, like I feel like if I had tried it at a different time, I probably like where I didn't have like a challenge that was going on, it might have worked better for me. Just like the challenge itself, like I wanted that challenge to work and it didn't. And it wasn't anything that was wrong with World Anvil. It just was not what I needed at the time. But it is 20 past, and I have been rambling a bit much, but I do want to get another 20. Thank you, Devin, for posting the link. It is just worldanvil.com. Oh, I see. So CB, that 3147 was from a trash draft of the Nano novel that she finished on the 14th and then decided to do another Nano. I did that last year. Last year I had over 100,000. Last year, so like last year I was um bright-eyed and excited for life because I had just quit my job to be a full-time writer, and now here I am back at that shitty job. So last year I wrote 2 full novels during Nano. Unfortunately, they are part of a 6-book series, and I did not write the other 6 books, and I want to rapid release them. So like those 2 just live on my computer now because I haven't written the other 4 yet. That was supposed to happen later in the year and my life fell apart. Let's go ahead. Oh, that would be awesome, CB, if you got 150K by December 14th. They were fairly short novels. I think they ended up total being like 120,000. I did also edit a novel in the middle of that, though. It was insane. Anyways, let's do our next sprint. This is going to be our last 20. There will also be a 10 following this. Let's get a pretty tree up here. Not that that one was not pretty, but let's get another pretty tree. Let's do the plum tree. 20 minutes on the clock. I will see you guys at 42 best. Okay, that was time on that sprint. That was the last 20, but we will be doing another, we'll be doing a 10 once this is to finish. I forgot how to talk for a second. It's fine. Everything's fine. This wasn't even the like forgetting how to pronounce words. I don't forget how to pronounce words. I just have a stutter, so I get tongue tied really easily. But no, I don't know what I was doing, but the words were not connecting. Anyways, let me know how y'all did. I actually got like 400 there. I'm up to 2407 for the day, which is fantastic because again, I needed to get 19 and change. 1975 is what I need to do every day to finish on time now because I am super behind. Not super behind. I am aligning like I have some like monstrous mountain to climb. And that's only because this is the first time in many years that I have been behind like this. So I realize I'm like 2 days behind right now. I'm at 32, and that's what I should have had on the 19th, and it's the 22nd. I am not disastrously behind, but I do certainly want to get my like stock back up. So I don't have to write 2,000 a day. And I'm doing it. And I'm actually, I, this scene was going to be like a really dry, she's going to go in and do a bit of negotiating and everything is going to work out and it's a happy ending. And I'm actually really loving how this scene is coming out. It's turning out way longer than it's supposed to. But I'm happy. And I feel like I've kind of set this up to like potentially have a sequel. I don't know that I'll ever write it. I don't even know if this one is ever going to get published because of the limbo that I'm in right now. But I had always had that like thought of like, why would I write this without it leading to something else because it's outside of the genre that I'm published in. And like there's, if you are actually a professional writer, you know that there's, unless you're like, one of the higher tiers of writers, there's really like no value in putting out a single one-off in a genre that you don't write. It just doesn't help your career any. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I have added a new and intriguing character to literally the final scene. The scene is going to take me longer to write because of it, because it's going to end up being a longer scene, but I'm enjoying it. This story is very quirky, and that's something else that I feel like when I put this in for Nano. I had previously written it. This sounds insane looking back on it, but I started writing this in December as like an additional writing challenge in December. Like I didn't have enough writing challenge in November. But yeah, so like I don't know. I did like a really funny, quirky thing. And I felt like I lost that a little bit in the stuff that I'm writing now, the new content for it. But also it is the end of the story, and that tends to fade out. The humor aspects of it, the calm and the rom-com tends to fizzle slightly in like the third act. So it's not surprising that it happened, but I'm glad that I'm able to kind of add a little personality back into it. That's not just like establishing that the romance is going to be okay. So let's see. CB copy pasted another almost 5,000. Moving right along with that. And Nikki got 124. Knight Rider got 77. You were super distracted, but you still got 77, and we have to be proud of what we got, right? Devin was listening to CB sing. CB, I did not. Oh, it's Brian Adams covers that you've you've posted on YouTube. That is awesome. I am not. I would never be brave enough to just like post videos of me singing. Even if I did have more than one song in my repertoire, which I don't. So I think did I just babble for 8 minutes? No. No, that'd be insane. I might have. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our final 10-minute sprint. I'm gonna switch it to. Will you let me switch it? No, because I click it at the wrong time every time. We'll do the moon tree. We're doing 10 minutes this time, so we'll be back just shy of the hour. Go get a couple more words in, guys. Okay, that was time, and that was our last sprint. So this is the end of the show. I am at 2632 for the day. I went in with about 1200, so I got about 1400 in the show, and I feel really good about that. I haven't been able to write lately, and I'm finally there again. I'm almost done with this. And again, I'm still loving how this scene is going, which I haven't said in a while. So, yay. I don't know what I just. Oh, never mind. I looked down on my screen with like a completely unrelated story. Part of my account, not for today, but for total. I have gotten. I did a blog post a week ago. I haven't actually posted it yet, but I wrote it, and so I have it in my file just to like bump my word count because I'm absolutely using a blog post as part of my final because I am struggle busing. And honestly, I support that anyways. I support any creative writing as nano content. I am not somebody who is really about doing the 50,000 words in a single story. And in fact, as I've said, I am basically within 1,000 words of finishing this, and that's not even going to bring me to 40K. And that is, I have planned from the get-go that I was going to do you see how fucking cute he is? Oh my god, look at that sweet baby. I planned from the beginning to work on 2 separate projects. I actually meant for this to be done on the 15th so I could jump to the other project. First of all, obviously not even close on that. But secondly, this ended up being a lot longer than I wanted it to be. This project itself is at about 85,000 words, and I wanted it to be under 80. So if we take off the additional like 6,000 words, I probably would have gotten it done at about the 15th. So, I startled him. I'm so sorry I gave you a startle, Bubby. You all right? Yeah, I ruined your sleep. It's okay. It's about food time. So, that is everything for today. I will be back next Monday. I'm off Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. I think I've got a weird schedule coming up this week. I am part-time right now, and this will be the first week that I've actually been scheduled part-time since I returned. I will only be working 4 days next week, which is great because like I could do a great big nano push at the end, right? So I will be back definitely on Monday in this time slot. But hopefully, towards the end, I'll be doing a bunch more sprints. Maybe like a Sunday night and then like a Monday and a Tuesday sprint. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe a Saturday night too, right? Saturday, sometime Saturday. Do one every single day. Oh my God. Maybe, right? I used to do that. Do y'all remember that? When I used to do shows every flipping morning. Anyways, you guys all have a great night. Check out, if you're on YouTube, check out Devin's list because Devin always has a list of upcoming streams. Fantastic service. We love you for that. You guys have a great week and good luck with your writing.